All right, 24 TRD Sport. So I opted for this one because I wanted the nicer interior. It comes with the soft tex leather. Also, it's all color matched, which is absolutely awesome. No chrome. I first looked at the off-road and there was chrome all over it. I was not too stoked on it. It had cloth interior and it was, I don't know, maybe like 56K or something like that they wanted for the truck. And to be honest, it was just a little bit too much for me to spend on something with cloth seats, a bunch of chrome. It was going to take quite a bit of effort to get it to where I wanted it to be. So I held off and I kept driving the Silverado. And then, so the Silverado was an LTZ. So, you know, I had a lot of features in there, you know, leather, heated seats, heated steering wheel, cooled seats, like all kinds of stuff. So going from that to, you know, TRD off-road didn't really sit too well with me. So I waited a little bit. The dealership called me up and they're like, hey, we got a TRD Sport. So I went down, checked it out, and obviously I bought it. So I did a ton of research before I even purchased the truck. I knew that the TRD Sport had the black axles, which are shorter. And, you know, going into it, knowing that I wanted to build the truck, lift it, all my vehicles, you know, all my trucks have had some kind of lift on them. I just think that's how they should come stock. So knowing that, I still went ahead and purchased the TRD Sport because A, color match, B, soft tex interior, which is way nicer. It was a lot cheaper to just do the axle upgrade than it was to color match and redo the interior. So TRD Sport, I have gone through and installed the new red axles. Shout out Facebook Marketplace. So little Facebook Marketplace pickup right there, brand new takeoffs. So one of the first things I did to this thing, the truck had 30 miles on it and I tinted the windows. So I just went with a 20% in the front to match the rear. My boys down there at Vision Auto Effects did an absolute killer job. They actually did 20% windshield as well. Shout out to Ryan. I did not want to do 20%, but he goes, if you don't like it, I'll redo it. And obviously it's still on there. So pretty stoked with that. Yeah, you know, it is a little dark at night, but as you can see, I have done some light upgrades. So Heritage grill from Rave. And then I have some Baja Squadrons on here as well. The ditch lights. I believe the brackets are Cali Raised. So real tight, nice, real close to the truck. Nothing rubs, nothing hits. There's actually some movement side to side. You can't see it, but I can feel there's a hole under here, so you can kind of move the light back and forth to where you want it. So I upgraded the marker lights, went with the LED amber in there, and then it obviously matches the Toyota Heritage grill as well. So going to the lift and tires, wheels. So I went with the Eibach Stage 2 kit. Got it straight from Eibach. It absolutely rides perfect. It's set up right at the stock, right out of the box height, which is set at 2.6 inches. And then we did the 1-inch spring in the rear with the Eibach 2.0 or Stage 2 kit in the rear as well. The truck rides awesome. So I'm on a slight incline right here. It is pretty level. The rear does sit up a little bit higher, but it rides great. So I have the OEM trifold tonneau cover on there. It's not fully waterproof, but it's pretty darn close, and it's good enough for me. I keep some stuff in there for work, so works perfect. Shout out to the Bald Eagle license plate. I literally just saw a Bald Eagle over there, so that was pretty cool. So now tires and wheels. I went with the Toyo Open Country AT3s. This is a 35/12/517 wrapped on the black Rhino Rapids. So this is a 17x9 with a positive 12 offset, and they sit perfect. So just enough poke, just enough. So I feel like 0 would have been too much. 18 I think would have been a nice sweet spot as well. I did have to cut a little bit of the fender liner in here, just for when the truck is in reverse and going down into the driveway or something like that. So it did rub just a tiny bit. One of the things that I think is pretty fun is my truck did not come with a front-facing camera, so I put a little marble in there, and it acts as if it was a camera. Obviously it doesn't work, but it fills the void. Sorry, I do not have a gimbal. We're gonna have to deal with it. So plans for the future, I think the only thing that I would do is possibly a bed rack and a rooftop tent. Not 100% sure. I'll kind of sleep on it over the winter and see what happens in the spring. I think it would be pretty cool to do a little off-road camping, do some fishing. There's a pretty sweet lake right there. I'm gonna cast right after this, but absolutely stoked with the truck. I think it came out perfect. Let me know what you think. Is there anything I should do? What kind of add-ons? What would you do? Oh, I did take off the SR5 badge. I did not need to be, repping super hard with the SR5, so it's all good. Yeah, it's not a TRD Pro, but I'll tell you what, I saved about, 25 grand? 25 grand, yeah, I'll take it. You know, I have the 8-inch screen there. Yeah, it's not the 14-inch screen. Yeah, I don't have black headliner. Yeah, I don't have sunroof. Yeah, I don't have mall control, whatever, you know. Truck is perfect. Love it. Good power. You know, this is not a hybrid or anything like that, but you know, this is the twin turbo V6. In the stock form, I was getting pretty darn good gas mileage. I was getting about, anywhere between 20 and 23. So now if I'm out cruising, on a nice like 45, 50 mile an hour road, I can get, I could still get about 18 miles to the gallon. And that is thanks to these Load C tires. So these tires were 58.5 pounds, and then the wheels were 22 and a half, maybe 23 pounds. So if my math is correct, it's about like, 82, 83 pounds per corner. So I didn't want to go too heavy with the tire and wheel combo. you know, I took a lot of time to figure out the perfect tire and wheel combo for this thing. It was either the Black Rhinos or maybe some, you know, RWs, but they didn't come in the offset that I wanted. I didn't want 0 offset. I wanted that like in between. So shout out to Black Rhino for having these sick rapids. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think I should do to this thing? Should I do some steps, some rock sliders on here? So let me know.